All right. Hi, guys. Welcome back. Hopefully, you all are doing well today. So, today is Friday, January 10th. So, we're going to take a look and see what wants to come through for you for today and into this weekend. So, as always, take what resonates, leave what does not. It is really wonderful to see you guys. It is very wonderful to see all of you. I know, again, the sabbatical, I took some time off. Wanted to make sure that everything was flowing as it should. So it is really wonderful to be back in the swing of things. Hopefully this week wasn't too emotionally draining for you. I know that the energy that I've been getting has been centered around you being emotionally censored, emotionally censored. I mean, yes, to a degree, being emotionally censored, not reacting to certain things, to certain triggers, just observing. So hopefully it hasn't been too trying for you. But I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen, see where we're going today. So, as always, you know the drill. Take what resonates, leave what does not. These are general readings, so they may not resonate with all of you. But that is for you and your intuition to determine. So let's see where we're going. The Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid is finally awake. So underneath we've got by the book, and I also see this come to the edge and here and now along with this thinker. Absolutely, kind of like what we've been talking about all week, doing things by a process. Step 1, step 2, step 3, not reacting, but being willing to come out of that comfort zone just a little, to see what needs to be altered when it comes to your emotional responses and what doesn't. You need to be present in the moment in order to do that here and now. And of course, we have this thinker energy. So I'm glad that this is here. Hopefully we'll see some movement as we move forward. We've got go the distance. Clean it up. Absolutely. And then we have no place like home. I feel like what all of this is designed to do is it's designed to give you a sense of security. It's designed to give you a sense of belonging within your own skin, okay? And I know sometimes that can be difficult, especially when you have a lot of emotions flying around and old triggers that are coming through. But this is really about cleaning up those dynamics and those triggers that allow you to move forward. Because this is what I see here. I see you going the distance. I see you going to that finish line and even beyond. You are nearly there so the new chapters can begin, but there's a lot of cleaning up that process that needs to be done before you can get to this no place like home energy, before you can feel centered within yourself. And that can come from a variety of different things, and impact a variety of different things. It can be relationships. Relationships, you have to be in love with yourself before you can love another. I'm a firm believer in that. I'm not saying that both of you will not learn from one another, but, for the majority of your own triggers, you have to be in control of those. When it comes to, self-control, when it comes to money, you have to have self-control in order to create a stable foundation for yourself when it comes to that money. When it comes to jobs, you have to have self-control and understand what it is that you want to do with your life, and understand, if you've got a horrible boss or a horrible coworker. You have to be able to emotionally center yourself before handling those things. So it does impact a variety of different aspects, and that is why I feel like this work is so important for you. So let's see where we're going. Let's see what else wants to come through. Let's see where we're going. Let's see what else wants to come through. We've got the Three of Cups underneath, of course. We've got the Three of Swords, absolutely. We've got the Seven of Swords here. We've got the Six of Cups. And then we also have the Nine of Cups. And this Hanged Man, for the life of me, we can't get rid of him this week. So exactly what I was talking about. Things are starting to come together. Three of Cups. Things are starting to harmonize in different aspects of your life, and all of these different aspects are coming together. While that is happening, there may, again, be some triggers that you need to move away from, or some triggers that you are lying to yourself about, and it does no good. It does no good to lie to yourself. I would know. But it doesn't do any sort of good for you or for the life that you're trying to create if you continue to lie to yourself. You can't build a solid foundation on top of a lie. Because eventually that lie is either going to break free, it's going to manifest in certain ways, and then it just destroys bits and pieces or all of the foundation in which you have built things on, and then it kind of destroys everything else. So please make sure that you are being honest with yourself. And I'm not saying that these triggers are your fault, by no means. I feel as though they do stem from the past, Six of Cups. They do stem from the past and how those triggers have impacted you. Now it's time to recenter yourself in a different point of view that is more emotionally fulfilling for you. Nine of Cups, Hanged Man. Let's see where we're going. What do we got? Ah! Perfect. New beginning. Fool. Wonderful new beginning. Three of Pentacles. I love that. Now we're going from emotion to physical. We're going from the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups to the Three of Pentacles. It's going from an emotional state to a physical state. That is what we want. That is what we want. We want our insides to reflect the outside. We want our inside energy to reflect the outside. But it's a matter of getting that in balance. We've got the King of Wands. Okay. Grounding this energy is the Three of Wands. I'm sorry. Three of Wands. Guiding this energy is the Five of Wands. I understand. I understand that. Past energy is the Page of Cups. Future energy is the Ten of Wands. Love that. Motion is the Four of Cups. The Wheel of, the Wheel of Fortune, it's the Well, but the Wheel of Fortune I'm sure will come into play at some sort in time. English is hard for me today, can't you tell? Then we've got the Seven of Wands, and the outcome right now is the Moon. So here's that emotional aspect playing a role, okay? I do want to look at a few things, though. I do want to look at this Five of Wands. Because what that's telling me is that there is conflict between you and others. And like I said, it can be a variety of different things. Seven of Pentacles, Death, Two of Swords, and the High Priestess. So some of you are resisting your intuition. Kind of sucks when you resist your intuition, because that's your internal compass. That is your internal being, your higher self, trying to talk to you. Some of you are really working against that energy, and that's why these conflicts are arising. And again, with the people involved, the Five of Wands, it can be relationships, it can be your job, it can be your friends and family. And there's a tangent here. There's a tangent here. Hold that thought. But the reason why this conflict is showing up between all of these different aspects is because you're trying to hold on to the things that you've already manifested, which is fine. But at the same time, you know, the universe is all about that equivalent exchange. Okay, if I've got all of these cards on the table and I go to do another reading with different sets of cards, it's kind of a mess already, isn't it? When I reset, I pick up all of these cards and I put them away. And then I ask which cards are awake and I go from there. It would be kind of messy to put things on top of these cards, right? So in order to get new energy for me, I have to pick up the old energy and I have to put that away. And that's what I feel like the universe is asking of you. But some of you really are like, what? Huh? You have to get with your intuition, with your higher self. And that's why having that emotional balance with oneself is so very important. And that's what I feel like is going to happen through this transition. Through this transition, it is going to happen. I do feel like the universe is going to give you a taste. The universe is going to give you a taste of what this positive energy looks like. Because you give that much and the universe is like, all right, we're going to drop that in. And you're like, oh, I didn't know it could be like this. That's because emotionally and mentally and spiritually and physically, in that brief moment, you're all on the same page in those aspects. But I do feel like the universe is going to try and drop something in for you, kind of like a small taste test. Be like, here you go, taste this. Tell me what you think. But I do feel as though that's going to kind of rattle you just a little. Because you're like, okay, now I know how good things can be. Am I really ready to give up the old for the new? And that can be difficult to work through. But what's grounding you is this wonderful, you come beyond that wall. And you're like, here I am, like I'm ready for this. You are ready for the next step. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're doubting yourself on whether or not you want to do the next step, you're ready for it. You are absolutely ready for it. And we have the Ten of Wands here, moving forward. That's coming at you. You will be in motion. You absolutely will be in motion. But I do feel as though you're fighting your intuition. You're fighting these messages that are trying to be like, hey, like you have the power. You have the potential and the ability to do this. You just have to be willing to let go. So what else you got for me? What else do you have? What you got? Justice. Couldn't get rid of this card if I tried either. Justice. Things are going to balance out. Ten of Swords. Yeah. Ten of Swords, Lovers. Look at that. Ten of Cups. You have to be willing to get over the old version of yourself. That is what the universe is asking of you right now. That is what your higher self is asking of you right now. Is to get over this old, I'm not going to say ego-built self, but the old version of you that's no longer working with the parameters in which you need to be working within. The universe has given you new boundaries to work with. But you're still working in the old boundaries. And that's why the universe is trying to break you of this habit. To break you of these triggers. When it comes to other people, because I hear somebody being like, well, so-and-so won't let me. I'm here to tell you that living by the rules and expectations of other people, when people do that to you, it's because they're really unhappy with their own lives and they're trying to control someone else. They're trying to control you. Been there, done that, won the t-shirt. Seriously. And they get frustrated. They get frustrated when things don't go their way or when people don't respond. So for instance, let's say, give me a good example here. I don't want to use food because food's not really the analogy that I'm working for. Okay, I gotcha. Let's say you apply for a job. Let's say you are already at a job with a coworker, right? And let's say this coworker is encouraging you, hey, go get a new job. Well, then the manager of this job is like, no, I don't want you to do that. Blah, blah, blah. Like, if you do this, I will give you a bad word. A bad, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, God. Anyway, you know what I mean. I don't want to lose my train of thought with this. So you go and apply, right? And most people give a 2-week notice. And the manager is like, if you do this, I'm going to make the next 2 weeks a living hell for you. It's going to be conflict. Or even if you tell the manager, hey, I'm looking for new positions, and that manager immediately turns sour. And then they're completely cold and clipped and angry with you. It's because you were not doing what they want. And unfortunately, that's not your problem. That is theirs. It is. Because they're unhappy with some sort of aspect that's not working out for them in their lives. So they're going to take it out on you because you are easily controlled. It's time to move forward with the life that you want. Because maybe they're miserable being a manager. Maybe you are moving on to bigger and better things and they're stuck in this one position. Whatever the reason may be, you have to release the opinions of other people in order to have a happy life. I could dye my hair purple tomorrow. I could do it today. And some people would be like, that's ridiculous. And be like, I love this color. Their opinions don't matter. And at the end of the day, nobody else's opinion should matter but yours. Because it's your life. So don't live by the expectations and opinions of other people. They have their own lives. They can live their way. But you should be able to also have the same respect and to live your life your way. And that's where I feel like that emotional center comes into play. So, zodiac signs that I see for you wonderful people. Zodiac signs that I see. We do have Gemini, Libra, Sag, Scorpio, more Gemini, Leo, Pisces. And that is who I see. We've got a lot of Gemini here on the table. But this is what I have for you guys. I really, really hope this helped. And I really hope this kind of helped put this into perspective for you. I really hope this was another puzzle piece that you were missing. Okay? Okay. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. As always, your company is well appreciated. And I will see you all again on Monday. Bye, guys.